This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what you need to know today. The former human rights defenders of Armenia and Artsakh issued a joint statement today warning against the possibility of Armenia dropping its ongoing international legal cases against Azerbaijan if the two countries reach a normalization deal. According to them, such a move would cause irreparable damage to Armenia and its people. This came in response to Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's statement at a rare press conference last week that Armenia is prepared to drop its ongoing international legal cases if a deal is reached and Azerbaijan halts its proceedings against Armenia as well. The ex-official said that international justice is required for a stable and lasting peace, as well as to prevent future acts of aggression. They cited other vital aspects of the proceedings, including the need to properly investigate crimes against the people of Artsakh, the protection of their property and cultural heritage, and for international protection mechanisms to facilitate their return. They also called upon Armenia to submit new claims to the International Criminal Court, which the country officially joined just last month. The former officials were joined by over 40 Armenia-based nonprofits in a letter demanding the Armenian government not abandon the interstate judicial complaints filed against Azerbaijan in both the European Court of Human Rights and the United Nations. The head of NATO has encouraged Azerbaijan to seize the opportunity to reach a lasting peace with Armenia. Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg made this statement during a meeting in Baku with Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev Sunday, the first stop on an unprecedented tour to all three South Caucasus countries. He said he welcomed Azerbaijan's long-standing collaboration with NATO and lauded its role in delivering natural gas to several NATO allies. For his part, Aliyev repeated his claim from last week that peace with Armenia is closer than ever before, and took credit for the initiative. The trip comes as Armenia is pulling away from the Russian-led CSTO military alliance, considered a rival of NATO. Yerevan has already announced that it has frozen its membership in the bloc, and may leave it completely if it doesn't receive a clear explanation of the CSTO's policies towards Armenia. After visiting Georgia today, Stoltenberg will hold meetings in Armenia tomorrow with the country's prime minister and president. Nikol Pashinyan has reaffirmed his administration's plans to create a major academic complex in the suburbs of Yerevan, insisting that all of the city's universities should be moved there. During a meeting in the town of Dilijan over the weekend, Pashinyan described the proposed academic city as a mega project that will cost at least $1 billion. Pashinyan's plan, which he first floated in 2021, would see Armenia's public universities merged, consolidated, and collectively moved away from downtown Yerevan. The plan has been met with skepticism, with some observers questioning the suitability of concentrating all of Yerevan's higher education institutions in one place, and raising the issue of what would happen to all the existing university buildings. Critics also point out that no public discussions or feasibility studies were done prior to the announcement of this ambitious plan. Students at a number of prestigious universities have also raised concerns, demanding that their institutions not be merged with other universities. In addition, Pashinyan called for better standards for Armenia's public universities, noting that none of them meet European standards for licensing. Pashinyan, however, did not elaborate how his academic city plans would help improve the quality of education in Armenia. For the latest economic news from Armenia, check out our latest Business Weekly wrap-up. This week, Armenia's new economy minister insisted there is no systemic corruption within his agency after it was rocked by the arrest of his predecessor and other employees. The central bank has cut interest rates to 8.5%, and a senior government official claimed he expects Russia to keep the price Armenia pays for natural gas low through at least 2031, despite worsening ties. You can find all this in the video linked in the description. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 40,000. That's the number of seedlings that the city of Yerevan plans to purchase to plant across the city, according to a senior City Hall official who confirmed the news to the Armen Press news agency. Planting is expected to begin at the end of April and beginning of May. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.